Definitely, I would like to tell you, it's like we are KV group of companies, and group's history goes back around, say, approximately 100 years. Since our great grandfather, I mean, when I'm connecting it with real estate, I would say it's 100 years old because that time our great grandfather was active zamindar in district Moradabad region and different areas neighboring that. And as far as the group is concerned, we are having diversified verticals. One another is not the subsidiary of each other.
Sure.
So the other business is into mint, and we are into global leaders, or I would say in top 3 in the whole globe, not only in India. That's the kind of background we come from,
Sure.
and it is our diversified activity which is totally independent, equally focused, and again with a long-term view and long-term commitment for the same. It's a very good question I often receive. I mean, I believe there is a similarity in the existing business we have and this business. Both markets are, I would say, little volatile, and trust is one of the major player, because this is what we believe as a developer also, that if we can make the person believe who is investing with us, who is buying a flat with us, okay, we are with you. This is one reason which I liked and which I loved and which I lived for real estate. Second is a long-term vision which I share for any industry I enter into. Maybe today real estate, tomorrow some other industry you can see me. We are already working in itself, and we always prefer to have a business model which is end-to-end,
Okay.
which is beneficial for the end user as well as the initial person.
Okay.
This is what we look forward in real estate also.
So,
We focused on NCR, and we focused on affordable segment first, and we researched different areas. We jotted down on Noida extension, Greater Noida West, and I still remember when we were researching all the areas and the prospects of it, we could narrow down Noida extension because of several reasons, and that's why we started our first live project with Noida extension.
and what stage is the project in?
Project stage, if I would say, we are running before commitments. The day one, I still remember when we shared these thoughts with the team and with the people continuously getting involved. Our main thought was to live before commitments. That's the stage we have today. That I still remember when we shared that in probably December, we will be launching the project and we will be able to receive all the permissions. But I am proud to say that it's already we have received all the permissions for the project. So you can say project is launched, but we have not done the official announcement for the same. But yes, we have received all the permissions required for launch. Extending it, we have already started activities on the site. Approximately, again the commitment was December. We started activities on site in October only, with continuous work going in process, several researches which are required for building to be insured for future and for different negative aspects, being little earthquake region also. We have had all the best to best researches which you can expect from the experts of the industry. So this is the stage we are standing at today, and we proud of that, that what mission, what vision we share as a KV group, and that leadership. Because of that, we achieved in the other industry same vision. We stated here on the day one, standing with it and running ahead. I would not say moving ahead, but running ahead with the same.
Project?
Architect is CP Kukreja and Associates.
Yeah.
And we have project management consultancy, who is Colliers International, and various other agencies already involved in the project.
Sure. And what about the contracting company? You do your development yourself, or do you engage a contractor?
Definitely, we are going to engage a contractor who is again going to be at par with the standards with the agencies we already have. Then only it will make a good team.
Sure.
First unique feature, if it comes to project, is our services. Because when we come to the project, we think about the end user, what he actually requires. So let me tell you who is the end user of this project. Person who is say, I mean paying rent somewhere and giving EMI to builder. So my first focus is to satisfy that customer in terms of services whenever he visits our office. That is my main USP. Post sales services, I am proud to announce that me and my core team personally is involved and will be involved throughout. Today we have one project, or maybe tomorrow we have 10 projects. Then going further into technicalities of the project, we have come up with a L-shaped veranda. L-shaped veranda is one of the main USPs of our project. Then if you look at the architecture of our project, it is giving you a fresh look. Why we call it wind park? There is a reason behind it. We have a wide wind corridor in the middle of the project. I mean, I would like you to imagine urban living down the line, maybe when the whole area is developed in Noida extension, people have started living high-rise buildings like, you know, many other countries, and then you have to have that sustainable system. So when you enter the project, you have everything what you expect. This is what we have tried for our customer. So what exactly I mean by what all you can expect when say I am having a flat there, I'm going to have a flat there. This is what I think when I kind of think about that project. So each and every flat in my project, in our project KVD Wind Park, has direct access to sunlight and wind. So that's the kind of architecture we have come up with. We have a L-shaped veranda of every flat without any exception. It opens either towards the green side or towards the road side. So there is a direct access to wind, there is a direct access to sunlight, not only through L-shaped veranda, but each and every window of every flat in the project. That's second USP. Going further, third USP I would say, as I told you, we always meant for qualified working. Now it is the time we can tell you that this is the qualified working we have done. When we have qualified people, we expect something more. Definitely at a competitive price, because we are into affordable segment. So what we have tried to do, we have tried to play with the buildings in such a manner that they look attractive. We are calling our housing futuristic housing. We have not given it as a marketing line, futuristic housing. It really means, at least to everybody involved in KVD as a stakeholder, what it means 10 years down the line. When I go to the project, when anybody go to the project, he feels it is fresh. So when he feels it's fresh, then it is futuristic housing.
How will you ensure that?
We will ensure it with the quality standards. And see, 3.5 years on later, maybe, or 1.5 years later, you will be seeing it on the site. But today, how will you identify that it's going to happen? It's going to happen, you can see today, by the working on paper, by the team involved, by the plans we share. Then one interesting question comes to me. You're saying so many good things. It looks very attractive and very juicy. Okay. I mean, it's competitive price and you're giving so good quality. What's the proof it's going to happen? I agree with your point. Proof is, what is the objective of the person sitting in front of you? What is the objective of the group you are standing with? I would not iterate the name, but I was discussing with one very good person, senior person. He said to me that Noida extension, I mean, it's a very competitive market. Every business today is competitive. As you would also say that it's our first project and it's a competitive market. We are a corporate. Ma'am, let me tell you, we plan major time and we execute in lesser time. I don't know I should mention, but there are countries who run on this philosophy. We plan more, we execute in lesser time. Today, I am working on a prospect because India is a competitive country. I can't afford a team to research for a year and then start working on a project. So what I do, I am researching today for what I have to do 2 years down the line. So this is my vision. And this project is just mere a platform to showcase that vision. I'm not going to launch 5 projects in one go. My projects will be one by one, slow and steady, showing the commitments. Next year or maybe 6 months down the line, I want to keep quiet and I want to listen. Okay, you are my stakeholder, come and tell me.
Projects.
Very interesting question, I would say, and very genuine question. I would not say we won't move to luxury. That won't be right on my part, because 1 year down the line, whatever I'm saying today, I want to hear myself and feel everything is accurate. But we are with affordable and we will be sticking with affordable. Why? We believe that there is a good scope for affordable. You go to tier 2 cities, I myself belong to a tier 2 city, and there is a good potential. And I mean, when I travel across the globe, I believe if you have to really grow your country, you at least start developing certain patches in your neighboring areas which are growing. You won't help out your country by just developing your main metro cities. So this is one reason why we can say affordable has a growth. But yes, affordable have much growth in metro cities also. So this is the growth rate we can see for affordable. Whereas luxury also, I mean, luxury has a big band. If I talk about luxury, there can be a flight of say 7 CR or 8 CR also. There can be a flight of say 1 CR also. So now you are in a country where service class is growing, where MNCs are penetrating, where consumer, we are called, I mean, one of the big, great consumer countries. So that segment also have equal scope. But yes, you can't, I mean, you have to understand we are a developing country also. So in that particular patch also there is a growth, but obviously affordable has a mass approach. That's the differentiation which is going to be there. Totality project, I would say we have proposed 900 units. It's proposed, let me clear it. And we have 7 towers. As of now, we are planning to come up with 4 towers in phase 1. But our phase 2 is also not going to have big gap, because I would again like to mention that the trust which we are receiving, we are feeling that we are receiving of the market, of the customers, and our before commitments are making that person believe that we are thinking in his shoes, that who is paying EMI and rental together. So this is going to help us, and maybe we will be running faster and having lesser phases.
And when will you start handing over possession? What do you expect?
Our commitment externally is 3.5 years. But as I already said, we are trying to do everything before what we committed. We definitely are trying our level best to do it before the commitment.